sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, trying to chat a 10. Big boy trying to chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said, yo, tap him in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the cloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the Trash Talk Tailgate. I am here with Dr. Preston Rowe, our resident D1 coach, and we are here to just briefly before this Alabama-Oklahoma game give you the TTT's predictions on how this first round of the college football playoff is going to go. We have some disagreements here and there, and we have some ones that we think are hard TTT locks. So let's get into this first one, Preston. Let's talk about the game of the night. Let's talk about this first game. I know my roommate is like on pins and needles right now. She's a big Tide fan, and this is a matchup right here because like you told me right before we started the show, Kalen DeBoer's 0-2 against Brent Venables, and this is one hell of a matchup to start the CFP.
So yeah, I'm really excited about this game. I think as everyone knows, we've got 2 bangers and 2 duds that are probably going to be duds, and this is one of the bangers. Yeah. So we've got Alabama going to Oklahoma, and keep in mind Oklahoma went into Tuscaloosa earlier this year and beat them in Tuscaloosa. Like you mentioned, Kalen DeBoer is 0-2 against Oklahoma coach Brent Venables, and this is going to be a rock fight. To me, this is going to be a very low-scoring game. Because Oklahoma's defense is nasty, and Alabama knows that firsthand. Alabama turned the ball over, I believe, 3 times in the earlier matchup against Oklahoma. And I get it. Some people will say turnovers are luck, but no. If you've got an elite-level defense that forces the quarterback to make mistakes, that's not luck. That's you creating turnovers. And that's what Oklahoma did against Alabama. Alabama couldn't run the ball. They haven't run the ball all year. And if you're one-dimensional against this Oklahoma defense, you're going to have a bad time.
Yeah, no, they can really put the pressure down. And it's like you said, it's also a matter of having your guys in the right place at the right time to catch the ball, to create those turnovers as well.
Yes.
I think that's a really important thing. I think on the other side of the coin, Kalen DeBoer has had a lot of time to scheme on this one. And
yes.
We talked about this a couple nights ago. And I think if they can throw the ball and get yards throwing the ball, they have a good chance against, because like you said to me, their secondary isn't what you'd call a weak point. It's just better than bashing your head into that D-line trying to run the ball. So I think if they can gain yardage, I would hope and pray that the Tide defensive staff can scheme something up to stop Oklahoma's offense. I think that's really going to be the thing here.
Well, I do agree with you. I'll just say this, though. There have been some rumors, and keep in mind, Alabama the last month of the season has played really bad. They got their shit kicked in by Georgia in the SEC championship game. Kirby Smart finally got that dub. So good for Kirby. But even before that, they've been playing like really bad offensively. And there are rumors, Ty Simpson, he's not on the injury report, but there are rumors that Ty Simpson is not healthy. Apparently, he's been having some back problems, which is causing him to not play very well. So I don't know, man. Do you trust Ty Simpson to go on the road against this defense and get a win when he's not fully healthy? Because if
he's not fully healthy, yeah, it's hard to trust him.
Yeah,
but I mean, if it's only rumors, you do live in the college football backwoods. You hear the whispers of the squirrels in the forest.
I heard about Sharon Moore a month before it came out.
Yeah, no. So I mean, that's a tough one, man. It's like, I don't know if this Alabama, they're hard to beat. That's a team that's hard to beat twice. You know,
It is. It is.
like, and I want to assume that the Tide is kind of like a tier higher than Oklahoma, but I guess that's just not the case at this point. But it's like that. This is where they have to prove it, you know. And I think they know that that's on the line. There's a lot for Alabama to lose in this game. They have a lot more to lose than they have to gain. And,
They
this
do.
is just one of those times where, like, I feel like this is a game Kalen DeBoer needs. And I feel like it's going to be a hell of a game. It will be an absolute rock fight. But I feel like Alabama can pull it out. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think
And
you necessarily agree with me, but I want to have some faith they can pull it out.
I think they can pull it out. I'm just gonna pick Oklahoma. Because I think this defense might be, if they're not the best defense in college football, they're the second or third best defense in college football. Like Ohio State and Indiana are right up there, but Oklahoma is right there. And they've been all year. Dinker, what's up, man? We appreciate you joining us. It's been a while since we've seen you. It's always great to have you back. Yeah, no, I just worry about Alabama. They're not going to be able to run the ball, and they're going to be really one-dimensional. And on the flip side, in this last matchup, Oklahoma, they were able to scheme up some big plays on that Alabama defense. Their offense has been dog shit all year. Their defense has carried them to the playoff. John Mateer, if you pressure him, he doesn't see it. He's not very good at reading and dissecting defenses. But if you could scheme up some big plays, because they've had time to scheme things up too. They've been watching film. They're going to have something up their sleeve. Will Alabama be able to tackle in space and be able to get the explosive plays on the ground? Because if Oklahoma can hit an explosive play or two, that's going to be the difference in the game.
Oh, yeah. No, this one's going to be slim. And I don't think anyone expects this to be like a high-scoring game.
No.
So I think you're right. I think you're right there. I want to have faith that the Tide can just pull it out because I want to root for Kalen DeBoer at the end of the day. That's just me.
I like Kalen DeBoer, but I also like Brent Venables. You know, I don't know, man. I just worry about Kalen DeBoer because if he loses this game,
he's in trouble.
I think it's insane.
You better get a hotel in Birmingham because you can't go back to Tuscaloosa. You gotta wait for the heat to die down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're gonna be upset with you for like a week, like really upset. You know,
there are rumors that Michigan fans are convinced that if he loses this game, he's gonna go to Michigan, which is insane.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
No sense to do.
Absolutely no sense.
So, what did Riley say about this game? Did Riley pick Oklahoma?
Riley picked Alabama.
All right, so me and Riley are in agreement, and you are the odd one out. Oklahoma.
I am. You know what? I don't conform to the norms, even with the TTT. I'm always going to do my own thing. No, I don't.
All right. Well, the next game. Which game should we talk about? Should we talk about the duds and then get to the absolute banger?
Yeah, no, I think that might be good. So obviously the duds are going to be Tulane at Ole Miss. That is a rematch. Alabama-Oklahoma was also a rematch. Oklahoma won that game 24-21. But Ole Miss clobbered Tulane earlier this year, 45-10. Now, granted, Lane Kiffin is not there, but that's not going to make a difference.
Yeah. It is an absolutely headless Ole Miss, but it's still like a very serious Ole Miss. And it's like the staff is still there. The players are still there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think now, if they win the Natty, it would be the funniest fucking thing ever. And it would bring such joy to my heart that Lane Kiffin burned his sauce so badly. Because I feel like these people got something to prove at this point, you know?
They do.
So there's no way Tulane stands a chance. It's really easy to write them off here. Yes, they have a cool logo and a cool mascot, but they are fair and squarely fucked, as our favorite professor in college used to say. Like, I don't even think there's like much of an argument. Like the other dud, it's kind of funny to think about JMU beating Oregon or at least putting up a fight when you know they stand fuck all of a chance. but like I just don't see Tulane doing much here.
There's one scenario where this game is close. And
All
there's
right, give
only
it to me.
one scenario where this game is close.
Give it to me.
Oregon, the last month of the season, they've had a tough schedule. They've been kind of banged up, and a lot of their best players have been hurt. And now they've had some time to get healthy, but if you wanted to rest some of those guys, it could potentially be close because they're going to be like, well, we're going to win this game anyway. We don't need to risk further injury to them and re-aggravating, players' injuries. So that is the one scenario where this game is close. If Oregon just chooses to not have their full arsenal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if Oregon's like, if Oregon treats them like a cupcake and brings out the cupcake playbook and shit,
Mm-hmm.
like that makes it closer, which that does make sense, but then you run the risk,
Yeah.
You run the risk of them somehow upsetting you. And that would be the best. That would be, as a Virginian, I think we both got really excited when JMU made it, and I think we'd just both be flipping the fuck out if we somehow saw the Duke Dogs defeat the Ducks. That would be the funniest fucking thing.
If they went,
they're looking like
they went into Oregon. What's wrong? What's going on with the camera?
The phone is falling.
I feel it. All right.
Supposed to fall over.
If they went into Oregon and beat Oregon, that would be insane.
Yeah,
and like,
it would be become a holiday, a Virginia holiday.
Yeah. It's not gonna happen though.
No, hell no, it's not. I'm still picking JMU, but it's not happening.
No, it's. I mean, just those are the two duds. I mean, just the body types for Oregon, Ole Miss, and JMU and Tulane. They're just so different. They're gonna like if they wanted to, they could score 60.
Yeah, it's
not
NFL players.
to.
It's NFL players versus insurance salesmen. Unfortunately,
it is.
That's what's about to be. There's just not much you can do.
Yeah, no. I mean, and Dinker, I don't know. To answer your question, I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with the spreads right now. Like, I don't really pay attention to that stuff, but it's just, I don't know. Projected to win, but scoring fewer points. That's certainly, doesn't make sense. So now, Jasper, this is the other banger of the day, of the weekend. We've got Miami going to Texas A&M. Miami, who did not win the ACC. They didn't even play in the ACC championship game. Your Ducks had something to do with, or your Bugs had something to do with that.
Yes, it should be my Bugs in there, but you can't go to the CFP when you lose to Pitt. It's just an unfortunate thing. I was hoping all season, you were talking to me all season. I was like, man, my Bugs might make the playoffs, dude. Georgia Tech in the fucking playoffs. Go Bugs, go Brent Key, But no, you lost to Pitt, man. There's no coming back from that.
No, you can't lose to Pitt and go to the playoff. Like Miami, they beat the shit out of Pitt and they're in the playoff. That's what
That's what happens.
Yeah, no, it's just Miami. The last month of the season, they've been playing some of their best football. They were kind of rocky in like October to in the middle of the season, but they've been playing really, really good ball. And Texas A&M, the last couple weeks, they haven't played their best ball. They probably should have lost to South Carolina. They had that huge comeback to win that game, but South Carolina honestly blew that game. They should have won that game. And then they lost to Texas. And Texas A&M, they haven't had the toughest schedule. They've avoided a lot of the big SEC teams. They didn't play Bama. They didn't play Georgia. It just there was a lot of generosity with A&M's schedule this year. And they did go 11-1. Yeah, they lost to the Horns. No,
that might as well be losing to Pitt.
It's just
not really, but it's funny to say.
Don't let Sark hear you say that.
I will say it to Sark and then offer him a shot.
Mm-hmm. So the key to this game is going to be another banger. I'm really excited. It's going to be strength versus strength. We've talked about it all year. These two teams might have some of the best lines of scrimmage in the country. Miami's offensive line is dominant. Their defensive line is dominant. Texas A&M's offensive line might be the best in the country. And their defensive line, they're really good too. I don't think they're Miami. Oh, there we go. I don't think they're Miami on the defensive line, but they're really, really good. And to me, this just comes down to can Texas A&M force Carson Beck into making mistakes and turning the ball over?
It's not hard to do.
Because it's not hard to do. Lulu.
Yeah, no, she wants to be on. My cat wants to be on the TTT. My cat's on the TTT. Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing about it, like, and that's the weak point for Miami, is really, like, like as Riley likes to say, like, do the big booty Latinas, do they get him to shape up,
Do
or
they
are we
win?
gonna see, like, are we gonna see shitty Carson Beck that appeared to have been smoking weed before the game, like,
yeah, I just
that's which Carson Beck shows up, because that's going to be a huge difference.
And then for both teams, can you get pressure with 4? I feel like both these quarterbacks are kind of the same. If you give them time to throw, they could pick you apart. Marcel Reed is obviously a dual threat, quarterback. He can kill you with his arm and his legs, but he struggles to read the defenses sometimes. Obviously, Carson Beck does as well. But can you get home with 4 guys? Do you bring pressure? Because if you bring pressure on these quarterbacks, they can carve you up. So can you get pressure with 4? And I think Miami's lines of scrimmage overall are better than A&M's. And I think they can go on the road. And I just wonder how good Texas A&M really is. I've said they've been one of the most complete teams all year, but this is one of the teams that I think is just better. I think Miami is better than A&M. And the one thing I worry about is the Carson Beck factor. Carson Beck could lose them this game. He lost them the Louisville game this year. He should have thrown 5 interceptions that game, and he threw 4.
Yeah.
So just which Carson Beck are we going to get? But they've been playing damn good football the last month of the year. I expect that to continue. Give me Miami to go on the road.
Yeah, I'm with you. Give me Miami. Give me the U.
The U.
So, really, who do you think's winning this whole thing? It's a little early to tell.
Well, I already told you. So I think
That's all the people, though.
Yeah, I know. I think there are a few like real legit contenders. I think Indiana, obviously, they just beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship game. They showed everyone they're for real. They went on the road and beat Oregon earlier this year. They are for real. Ohio State is just, they're still, to me, one of the best teams in the country. I think right now you could argue they're the second best team in the country. If Oregon gets healthy, like I said, they've been banged up. They need to get healthy. And this is a great game to get healthy with. You won't even have to play your guys. If Oregon gets healthy, they can really make a run. I think they're a national title contender. And then Georgia. I really like Georgia. They've been playing, they're like Miami. They're playing their best ball at the end of the year. They're playing really good ball. They, and they're getting better. They just get better every single week. Yeah. Out of those teams, I think Ohio State is going to go back to back. I've been saying they're the best team in college football all year. One game is not going to they lost by 3 to the best team in the country.
Yeah.
Like, there's no shame in that. I still think if they get a rematch with Indiana, I think they get them this time. And I think Ohio State wins the national championship.
See, I think Indiana I think Indiana can take it this year. Like, they're just so sleek. They were, I just it's a gut feel. And if not Indiana, give me Georgia. But you're right. Ohio State is hard. It's a hard one to because it's like they won last year and they're just still so fucking good. Like it
They
doesn't even
are.
feel like they've lost that much,
No. They lost their entire defense, and they're somehow better this year on defense. All of those guys are in the NFL now, and yet they don't rebuild, they just reload.
Yeah,
Every
they do
single
just
year
reload.
it's insane. They truly are an NFL football factory. I don't know, man. Like Ryan Day, he finally got the Michigan monkey off his back.
Which it's my first certified TTT lock. I said that shit at the beginning of the year. He's blowing Michigan out this year, and he fucking did.
He did. He had some non-flashbacks early, but he got through it.
That is my favorite thing about watching Ohio State. It's just Ryan Day looking like the fucking sideline that never gets old. That's always hilarious. It makes it entertaining for me.
Yeah, no, I've said it all year. If Ohio State goes back to back, that would be the most impressive single accomplishment of any team in a 2-year run. Because this is a 12-team playoff now. You have to go win 4 games against really damn good opponents in a playoff setting. That's really hard to do. You have to have the players, the top-end players, and the depth to be able to handle that. So that would be, if they go back-to-back, that would be very, very impressive. And I think they do it, man. Just Ryan Day is awesome. Yeah. But you've got Indiana?
I do have Indiana. Give me Indiana to win the whole thing. What did Riley say? What did Riley say about Miami and A&M?
Riley had Texas A&M.
Fair.
Riley. I just don't think he trusts Carson Beck, which is fair.
I sure as hell don't. I trust the rest of Miami.
No, Miami is loaded. Ed Digger, to your point, I disagree with that. There's going to be blowouts regardless. I got into an argument on Reddit earlier today about people who are like, oh, JMU and Tulane, they shouldn't be in because they're going to get blown out. That argument is dumb. Because guess what? Every year we've had this playoff going back to the 4-team iteration of it, there have been blowouts. Alabama got blown out by Clemson. Ohio State got blown out by Clemson. Washington got blown out by Bama. Michigan State got blown out by Bama. TCU beat Michigan and then got blown the fuck out by Georgia. Like, even these big-time, big-name programs, these blue bloods, they are getting blown out certain years. So it's not an indictment on the group of 5. Do I think they'll ever win a national championship? No. But that doesn't mean they don't deserve to be there.
Yeah, I'm with Preston on this one. I think you should let the group of 5 teams get in and at least shoot their shot. And then that's kind of the magic of college football is it's like, it's not as cut and dry as the NFL, as watching pro ball can be. Sometimes you get these ridiculous upsets, and that's why people love college ball.
Yes.
So I think, that's why I'm excited as shit to watch JMU get absolutely slammed by Oregon, because they might just pull something out. We don't know. And I mean, we're sitting here counting Tulane out. We might get a hell of a game from Tulane. We might have had time to fucking scheme,
Yeah.
I don't think so, but that's the beauty of college ball. It's the chaos of it. So I'm with Preston on this. You got to especially with a playoff like this, and especially now in this NIL era where it's like, just the paradigm has shifted. It's different now,
The argument that I always said, because I was against the 4-team playoff forever, because to me, all it did was just dilute and diminish the importance of the regular season. College football was so special because every single game mattered. If you lost a game, you might not be able to play for a national championship, which is why I've always been saying not every team deserves a spot. But now that we're in the 12-team playoff, that was the argument for everyone that wanted expansion. Oh, we need to give everyone a shot. And now that we've gotten everyone a shot, two group of 5 teams, JMU and Tulane. Now those same people are screaming, they don't deserve it. They're going to get blown out. Why did we give them a spot? Bro, you fucking wanted this. Like, you did. Yeah. I've been saying forever, there's only, like, at most 2 or 3 teams that realistically have a shot to win a national championship every single year. But that doesn't mean that you just, like, you don't let the other teams have a chance. Like, if you go undefeated, you deserve to have a chance. Like, this was back in the old format. But if you went undefeated, you had a chance to go prove yourself. Didn't matter what schedule you played, you went undefeated. But now it's like, we can't let them get in. They didn't play anyone. They're a group of 5 team. They're going to get blown out. Like I said, just every iteration of this playoff we've had blowouts. And they've been shitty games. And they've been games that people thought would be competitive. Dog, Alabama got their...
We went to one. We went to one last year.
Yeah, Tennessee got blown the fuck out.
And we asked them, did you deserve to be here? They said no. They said no, we didn't deserve to be here. It was awesome.
That was so funny. That was hilarious.
Go watch that shit.
Dinker,
you want some good nostalgia.
Dinker, I love you, but I have to disagree with you on this. Like, if Notre Dame's been bitching about not getting in, dog, you lost to 2 playoff teams. You lost to Miami and to Texas A&M. If you want to get in, beat those teams. If you just split those games, you're in. But you lost to Miami. You lost to Texas A&M. You don't deserve to be in. I'm sorry. I mean, look, I have so much more respect now for Clark Lee and for Vanderbilt because Sark was bitching about not being in. And he's like, oh, well, we're going to have to change our scheduling because we went to Ohio State and we lost, so we just shouldn't play that game. No, that is why. No, it just, you're missing the forest through the trees, Sark, and I really hate Sark. Like, no, Texas didn't deserve to be in. Don't lose to a terrible Florida team. Like, don't get blown the fuck out by Georgia. Like, don't do that.
Don't get disrespected by Georgia.
Yeah, Kirby Smart disrespected you. And it was hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's the end of an era here at the TTT because now Lane Kiffin is going to be our new clown to poke fun at.
No, I'm still gonna clown on Sark.
Yeah, we will, but it's a fresh dumpster fire, you know.
And I mean, Georgia would probably blow them out. That doesn't mean they don't deserve to be there. Did Alabama not deserve? I get that, Dinker, but you know, just if you want to be mad at someone, be mad at the ACC. They had a 5-loss team win the ACC championship game. Be mad at the ACC. They had Clemson shit the bed this year. Miami, they're in, but you know, they lost to Louisville. They just be mad at the ACC. The only reason we got 2 group of 5 teams in this year instead of, you know, just the obligated 1 team is because the ACC didn't do what they were supposed to do. The ACC sucked this year. Their champion didn't even get in. They had to throw Miami in there. It's absurd. The ACC didn't do what they were supposed to do this year. And I have so much more respect for Clark Lee now because in a world where Sark was bitching and obviously Notre Dame is throwing a fucking hissy fit and temper tantrum, Clark Lee for Notre Dame came out and said, no, we don't deserve to be in there. We had a chance. We lost to Alabama. If we beat Alabama, we're in the playoff. Like, you lost. You lost to Alabama. You lost to Texas. You had a chance to control your own destiny, and you let it slip through your fingers, and you put it in someone else's hands. You can't be mad when you let it, when you can't be mad about a situation when you didn't do everything you could to maximize the situation. Does that make sense? Which is why To me, the biggest snub will always be Florida State going undefeated. Like Texas, Vandy, Notre Dame, they could cry all they want. You didn't go undefeated and win your conference and get left out for a one-loss Alabama team. I'm sorry. No, Tinker, that's not what we're going to do. You have to have the teams that earned their way in. If you're going to do 12 teams, put the 12 teams that deserve to be there. It should never be about the best. It should be about the most deserving. That's always been my argument. I'm sorry, Jasper. I was kind of rambling on.
No, man, that's what the TTT is about. If people didn't find your rambling entertaining, what are we doing this for?
That's
or
true.
At least insightful.
Yeah.
I mean, you obviously give a big shit about how this, and you've kind of watched what you love get set on fire. So I mean, I get it. I get the apathy of it, because it's like, yeah, fuck it. If we're doing this, let's do it. Fuck it. Let's put JMU and fucking Tulane in there. It's a 12-team playoff. Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Kind of my attitude. Like, fuck it. They do deserve to be there.
They do.
Even though they're probably going to get blown out, but we might get an awesome upset. We got two chances tomorrow for a killer upset.
It's not like we haven't seen blowouts before. We've seen blowouts every single
time.
Year of the playoff. What does it matter? Like, why is it such a big deal? Because, like, best case scenario, you get an upset that you talk about forever. Like, we remember Boise State beating Oklahoma because it was so iconic, and how Boise State, no one thought they deserved to be in the Fiesta Bowl. No one thought they could do it. We remember Appalachian State going into Michigan and beating them because it wasn't supposed to happen. Like, you either get a blowout or you make history. What is so bad about that? I don't understand.
It's the beauty of college ball. This shit happens.
I don't understand. It is the beauty of college ball. I mean, ODU wasn't supposed to beat Virginia Tech this year, and they fucking kicked our shit in and got our football coach fired. And that's okay, because now we have James Franklin. But on paper, ODU wasn't supposed to compete with Virginia Tech. Like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm still gonna watch those games because there's a chance. There's a very small chance, but there's a chance.
As native Virginians, we have to root for fucking JMU too. Like, you can't tell us not to. Like we love JMU. Like, and it's like I was telling my roommate tonight, like, I'm excited for Virginia Tech to be good because that, as if Virginia Tech makes it into the playoffs, I'm jumping up and down like a fucking idiot and I'm playing Inner Sandman and I'm going to be obnoxious as fuck. Because a Virginia team, it's my home state, a Virginia team's in the fucking playoffs. So it's go Duke dogs until they get turned into bread. Because that's what ducks eat.
Digger, I agree with you. Like, they're probably not gonna be able to pull off 2, 3, or 4 upsets, but because they lose inevitably doesn't mean they don't deserve to be there. That's my point. You can't just, like, if we're gonna put in the 12
doesn't JMU have some national titles too?
They do, but at a lower level, like at the FCS level. Like, yeah, but they were so good at that level, they were able to move up to FBS football. Like, I don't know, man. Like, JMU, Kurt Cignetti took all of JMU's players and is now dominating with them at Indiana. So I don't know, man. Yeah, no, Mike Houston. Just crazy.
Lulu. I think we need to get out of here soon, Preston, because it's about kickoff time.
It is about kickoff time.
One of these.
We very much appreciate
bangers.
Everyone that joined us. Thank you, Dinker. Thank you, Jack Lee.
Yes.
Tell someone about the TCT while you're all watching this Oklahoma-Alabama game tonight. Tell someone about the TCT. That's your homework. We very much appreciate it. Get people to like, comment, subscribe. We very much appreciate it. That really helps us a lot.
Thank you guys for joining us for this quick quick little CFB promotions piece that we did. You know,
Yeah.
we always appreciate coming and engaging with us. It's like
We
it
will be
is what
back.
makes the show good.
Yep. And as always, we will be back Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time to talk about this wonderful weekend of college football, to talk about the NFL. We had a banger last night, Thursday Night Football. We're not going to have time to talk about it. We'll talk about it on Sunday. We're really, really excited. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and enjoy your college football playoff weekend. Thank you
Yes.
guys so much.